and welcome to Up the Villa podcast. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe. I feel like the fan base needs us all right now. So if you could subscribe to our channel, we've got big things coming this season, just like the Villa have. And we'll try and hit a light target of around 150 for this video. So unfortunately, I'm gutted. We have sold Jack Grealish, something that I didn't expect us to be saying this summer. I didn't really expect it to be saying for a very, very long time. It's very raw. It's pretty difficult doing this episode as well, really, because obviously the journey that Aston Villa are on, the project that we are on, has took a massive dent in the road. But I have no doubt that we will be back climbing that Premier League table in NSWE. I've still got massive, massive faith in them and the project that they are doing. They're doing bits in this window as well. I feel like they've done everything that they possibly could to keep Jack here. I think it's been nothing down to them. It's nothing down to the club. It's solely based on Jack's decision to fulfill his ambition of Champions League football and winning trophies. Before we do have any Beatty City fans commenting, I feel like just remember where you've come from and have a little bit of respect. But over my shoulder, we have a Champions of Europe shirt, which currently you have not got your hands on. So there we go. Just admire that shirt in the background as well. So Justin, how you doing, mate? What's your vibe on Grealish and Villa at the minute?
To be honest, it's. I think we're all probably relieved it's over now. Roller coaster few days, hasn't it been? And it's culminated in, sad news really that Jack Grealish is to be no more in a Villa shirt. Which I'm like you. I didn't think it would happen this season, and probably didn't think. Well, that's claret and blue glasses on, isn't it? I didn't think he'd ever leave, but, we're looking at it from a fan's point of view. It's bitterly disappointing. And as expected, the fan base are massively kicking off and split. And you got the ones that are wishing him well and hope, just saying thanks for everything you've done and all the best. And you got the ones that are absolutely trying to destroy him online now, which I don't agree with. We're all mega. Oh, I don't know. We're just mega upset, aren't we? But I think there's, we have got to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and the light at the end of the tunnel are, and I've said it before on this podcast, the two most important people at this football club are the two owners. And, I feel sorry for them because of everything they've done for us to take us from 15th in the Championship to where we sit today. I think, it's a bit of a kick in the teeth for them, isn't it, to lose Jack in the way we have. It seems that they didn't have much of a say in it at the end of the day. I think the contract he signed last year seems to have been the trigger point. Obviously, his agent has made sure Man City knew all about that. So that's why they came in with that immediate bid, no messing about. And then it was down to Jack Grealish by all accounts. And I think he just sees this now as probably his last opportunity to get a move to a club where he can win things. And don't get me wrong, he will go and win things, but I don't want Man City fans to think they are special because they've got Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish let's get this right, he's only chosen Manchester City because they are the current team that sit on top of the Premier League. He could have gone maybe to Man United last year because they were doing all right, in the past. Tottenham, when they were doing really well, coming for him. And this is how it works, cycles, isn't it? Liverpool started it back in the 80s, then Man United, then Chelsea took over. Whoever's at the top gets to pick the best players from the division, doesn't it? And that's how it works. And hopefully one day that's where we want to be sitting, isn't it? On the top, picking off the best players. So it's very bitter to take it at the moment. And I'm really, really disappointed and down that he has gone and chose to go, especially as a Villa fan, that we all are, that we love this club. And we all, none of us would have done that decision, I don't think. But he's, taking aside his love for the club, I think we got to take it as he's taking it on a purely career-based decision, that he sees Manchester City in the immediate future as the place to go to win trophies. It's his life, it's his career, it's his future, and he's got to do what is best for him. That's the one thing nobody can deny, really. And as much as we're hurting, we all choose our paths in life, don't we? And unfortunately, when you get to a crossroads, sometimes whichever path you choose, you're going to disappoint people that you leave behind, aren't you? And he's made a very, very, no doubt about it, he's made a difficult decision that I'm sure he's thought long and hard about. But we are where we are now, and we have to move on.
Yeah, I feel like what the probably... not the issue, but the thing is with a lot of Villa fans, the way that we've looked at it and the way I've looked at it is I've sort of looked at it in this sort of way. We all know the project that we've been on. We've spoke about it numerous times. Aston Villa for the last 10 years have been absolutely woeful. We have been shocking at times when we got relegated, and we are on an upward trajectory. There's no doubt about it, from 17th Absolutely. To 11th. This season was going to be a season where, and it still possibly can be, but with Jack Grealish, it was going to be the season where we really kicked on into Europe.
Yeah.
And I think the bit that hurts me the most is that now has become his decision to jump ship and sort of think that he doesn't believe in that project anymore. And I think that's the thing that I find the most disheartening, really, that he's sort of said, no, I don't want to be a part of it.
I totally agree with you. And this is a debate I'm sure you've had and I've had every summer for the last 3 or 4 summers since, the owners have taken over. Every summer we have the question, is Jack going? And my answer has always been to that every summer is, until we go backwards, I don't see him jumping ship. I think as long as we progress, we've all said this, we had to get promoted, we did. We had to stay up, we did. We had to progress, we did. And I felt we've always done maybe just enough. I'm sure he would have wanted it, even though we have probably gone faster than, as fans, we probably would have thought we'd have gone. But to him, we've probably just about done enough each season, I thought, to keep hold of him. And last season was a bit of a disappointment. But let's not forget the reason we finished 11th was because he missed a massive chunk of the season. Now, if he hadn't missed that massive chunk of the season, we would have finished, in my opinion, a lot higher. And if we'd have finished, say, 8th or 7th, or maybe even higher, who knows, would he be jumping ship now? So that's a really difficult thing to take, because if it wasn't for him missing, we would have finished higher, and then would he still been able to walk out on us after finishing 6th? Had we finished the same position we finished the year before, I've no doubts I'd have said as soon as the season finishes, that's it. We've gone backwards, we haven't progressed. Jack leaves. So to leave when we're still progressing, it's really tough to take.
I think that's the hardest part about it. Like, we know how much a fantastic footballer he is and everything that he's done for us, but it just feels to me like he's leaving, and I'm feeling a bit on it, and as you would, a downer about it all. But there's not too much praise coming from me, and that's the thing that I feel bad that I can't do that, but I feel like
it's early days.
Of the day, for me, if anybody, any player that does not want to play for this football club, they're not welcome. Do you know what I mean?
No, I agree. Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
If you don't believe in this project and the way that we're trying to go and the levels that we're trying to get to, and you don't believe in it, unfortunately, it is time to go then, isn't it? Because don't get me wrong, we are going to have some fantastic footballers that are coming into this football club in this transfer window that have got the hunger and the desire to take Villa to that level. So let's just slightly move on then, and let's try and up the positivity a little bit. Today, Leon Bailey has signed, which is a fantastic signing for Aston Villa. He's a phenomenal player, pacey, electric. He's going to get Villa fans off their seats. He's dynamic. He can finish. What a signing, Justin.
Oh, yeah, over the moon with that one. Again, I feel a little bit sorry for him that his big moment coming to the Premier League, signing for Villa, has been overshadowed by all this, But I think that probably his stepdad, is it, or his adopted dad? I think he's the one that takes the blame for wanting to do this really strange YouTube signing session that he decided to do in the middle of the night in Jamaica. But ultimately, he signed, hasn't he? It's a fantastic signing. I didn't know a lot about him, if I'm honest, usual YouTube clips and stuff, but from everything I've seen and everything I've read about the lad, he's a talent. He's a real talent. Early 20s. So, it's an upgrade on years in Jack, if you like. I'm not saying he's a direct replacement, but I'm sure the other people will come in. But I'm excited. This is where we're going. This, like you say, this is the project. It doesn't stop because we've lost a player, irrelevant of whatever player that is. We move on. We keep pushing. We keep going for it. And this is another cog in the jigsaw of Aston Villa, 21, 22. And I can't wait because, things are only going to accelerate now with money in the bank, with players that are available, and a lot of there's not many clubs in our position financially that can go out and flex their muscle now in the next 4 weeks. And I'm really excited where Don Lang is going to see where we're going, and Smithy will be, rubbing his hands together. The players he's going to be getting on the training ground, and us as fans, 30,000 season ticket holders again. 35,000 for a friendly. That's right, a friendly on Saturday. We're getting 35, if not more, that walk up on the day. We go in places, and like you say, and I'm absolutely, and this sounds, when people say this, it always sounds a bit bitter. If you don't want to play for this football club, then all the best. See you later. Just disappear. And that's what he's done, and that's what every player's done in the past. And sometimes others are hard. Some are harder to take than others, and this one's a bit hard to take. But I just see progression. I see improvement. I see a fantastic season ahead. I think I'll probably even see a better season than we had last year, finish-wise. I think we can do top half with hopefully the 2 or 3 players that will come in. And I'm buzzing for it. I'm really buzzing for it. We can't sit back and just mope around. That'll get us nowhere. And the club won't be doing that. The owners won't be doing that. And us as fans, we just need to move on now and take it on the chin and move on to a fantastic season ahead.
So moving forward then, transfer-wise, we've got sort of like around just a week and a bit really till the season starts. Looking at the squad, some people, you're going to get your savages. You're going to get the media idiots that say, right, Jack's gone, Villa, going to get relegated. That's just absurd to even come out with that. But it's going to happen. When them papers come out a couple of days before the season starts, we're going to be in like 18th place or whatever. But if we are looking at the squad then, for me, I feel like keeper, world class. Defence, very good. We're looking like we're bringing in Twanzebe as well, which again could be cover for centre-backs or right-back maybe. We've got Ashley Young on the left with Target, Cash Gilbert on the other side. Young could go there as well. Area that I feel like we need to improve, midfield, probably need to get another midfielder in, maybe a striker and maybe a winger for the left where Jack played, or a number 10. The squad still looks very, very decent, and I think what most people come out with is the other usual rubbish, which annoys most Villa fans, is that we have been a one-man team. Well, now it's time to start becoming a team so that we have more of a rounded team. So when we miss those 12 games with Grealish, it's not like checking your phone every 5 seconds thinking, when's he coming back? Because we've got absolutely no chance of picking up any points. So hopefully we can become a lot more rounded, and I think we have got a lot more options. So who do you feel like we should be looking to bring in?
Yeah, I think there is. We know there's some little holes in the side that needed filling, and there's obviously a big one that needs filling now that Jack's gone. But the money's there. That's not a problem, and I think they will go out. I've got my eye on four positions. I think like backup keeper. We've got Steer, but we've lost Heaton, so there's a gap there for another backup keeper. Generally, they like to run with 3, don't they? Centre half seems to be Twanzebe as we speak now, which I think is a good signing. He knows the club. He'll slot in very well. And then 2 more, possibly 3 more. He's a holding midfielder, an attacking midfielder that can play in all the positions and a forward. So that's possibly been a bit greedy, but the keeper wouldn't cost us anything because it will just be a sort of filling keeper. Twanzebe's a loan. So 3 more players that will cost us money, in my opinion. There's money there to do those deals. How difficult it will be to do like a James Ward-Prowse or a Todd Cantwell or, the Norwegian lad. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. And I know we've been linked with Tammy and Ings. So that's big money. Those players are very, very big money, and they're not going to be easy to get out of the clubs that they're currently in. but we're in a position now we can strengthen and we can push on, and it's important we do that. And I'm not overly bothered. People are panicking now because there's only 11 days to the first game, but ultimately I think we play 3 games between now and the transfer window shutting. For me, it's more important to get the players that we need and we want in, not to panic buy just because the season kicks off a week on Saturday. We've got enough in the squad now to go to Watford and win that game, in my opinion, and Newcastle the week after. And with 1 or 2 additions before the end of the window, we'll be in good shape. We will. And you're right, we don't want to be reliant on one player. And we was, whatever anybody says, we was reliant on one player because everything dropped off when Jack disappeared. So Dean has got a bit of a thing on his hands now to integrate players, but we all can see the players that we're bringing in behind the front man, and they're interchangeable. We were talking earlier, and they're all interchangeable. They can all play in different positions, and if one drops out, another one comes in, does his job. Good strength off the bench, which is what we want all the time. And let's not forget, we've got all them kids, haven't we, to come in who are great. You know, the future is so bright. It is, you know, I'm so positive. Even on the back of this news, I'm so positive.
Yeah, and I think we've all got to just stick together, believe in what we're doing, and we will always come good in the end. So if you have managed to get to the end of this video, fair play. It's probably not one that, you know, it's just a bad vibe video, and it really, like, Grealish has gone, but, you know, fair play if you've got through it. Support the channel because you've absolutely smashed it for us in this pre-season. I can't believe how much this channel's grown. The views, the likes, everything that you've done for this channel has been sensational. So we've only got good things to come. The fan cams are going to be back as well. So we're buzzing. Do you want anything, Justin?
Nothing really. I just, you know, just a plea really to fans that on Twitter, just be kind. You know, don't. People that are hurting, just be, you know, think about what you're saying and who you're saying it to, and let's come together and show this country that, you know, as a fan base, you know, we're a good, and we are. I know we are. There's so many good people out there that support our club. We are fantastic fan base, and we're a fantastic club who are going places. Bring it on.
Definitely. Up the Villa.
Up the Villa.